Time for your love reading. Think or say out loud, I allow this reading. Let's go. Because I gotta tell you, at the bottom of this deck is engagement and wedding, as well as getting to know each other. It's a big deal. What else, Spirit? Dear Spirit, benevolent beings of light, tell me what else is going on for this viewer having to do with their love. Wow. I'm only going to take the cards that are face up. Let's see which one it is. It is safe for you to love again. Romantic feelings are coming. So flirt and learn how to do that again is what I just heard for some of you. Because reconciliation with your divine, true, destined mate is coming. And it is going to be the absolute true love you have always been waiting for. You can't make up a reading like that when the cards literally say it. It literally says true love on it. So you're going to have a reconciliation with someone from your past. Now, this could be an ex, but this card, I mean, look, they're like, see the clouds if you can and all that other stuff. This card has always meant your divine soulmate. Some would say twin flame. See what resonates. But for me, like, divine soulmates, the divine masculine and feminine finally coming together in a destined union, true love. Because remember, we got engagement and wedding here. That has always meant that you and another soul were married in the Akashic realm, the etheric realms, heavenly realms, something like that. And before you chose your meat suits to come down to this planet, you were already married. And you promised each other that no matter what, you would find each other again in this life and get married and be together, because your souls both know that the reason all the true love divine unions hadn't happened previously is because of how powerful and magical that connection energy is of two divine souls. That's why so many divine souls have had so many horrific relationships, karmic relationships, abusive relationships, narcissistic partners, any of that, is because there was a lot of dark forces, evil forces, and a lot of hex work and evil spell work and binding contracts that were done in previous lifetimes and previous timelines to try to stop the divine unions from coming together. Not everybody knows that, though. So that's why you're seeing this. That's why your soul needs to hear this. Now, a few years ago, we were able to break through, and a lot of those contracts had timelines attached to it, like deadline timelines, and those all broke. Now that we broke through and none of those divine unions can be halted or completely stopped any longer, you are now, that's why you're seeing so many love readings. That's why you keep hearing and feeling and knowing like something's missing, something's lost, and you can't settle. Your soul is almost like having one of those like metal scanners on the beach. Boop, 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 boop. Like, that's what you two are starting to do for each other again. And the unions are so powerful because it's true love, because it's the divine blessed union, 742 as they say this. That is why you've had so many problems and had to go through so much and so much learning. It was also planned in your Akashic blueprint level. Divine unions couldn't be orchestrated properly without a lot of fine-tooth combing over your Akashic blueprint levels. Think of it as contracts with thousands and millions of other souls in a way. Because everybody you interact with has to do with getting the cogs on the wheel of your journey to flow right to get you two together. Everything has been orchestrated to bring this together. Even when you've been like, why is this light not changing? It's because it had to be orchestrated to get them to all line up the way your plan needs to line up. That's why when you hear divine timing, it's not a dick move on Spirit's part. It's literally, if you could understand how many cogs in this wheel of life you have are moving at the same time and need to be moving in a certain way, because it's two people needing to move together, not just you. So that whole life of theirs and your whole life had to have a meeting with all sorts of spiritual team members and ancestors. You have no idea how big and packed that room was. Oh, so many souls, to the point where I feel like I was like, hi, I know at some point I'm going to need to be here to give a reading for them or something, but like, can I step out of the room? There's a lot of energy in here. And they mocked me, and it's cool because I laugh at myself too. So understand that all the problems and all of that was everything having to play the part. And on the Akashic Blueprint level, when you were, deciding what missions that you had to do, you knew there was a section of life where you were going to have solo quests, soul missions, where it was only you and they weren't in the picture yet, and you wanted to do a bunch of stuff. Now, your bunch of stuff and their bunch of stuff had to match up also. So imagine, okay, I am a daughter of an attorney. So for me, I understand what it sounds like between two parties having to negotiate contracts, deals, and compatible, correct things where everybody's happy. So it's not that there was fighting. It's just like, wow, the communication, negotiations, and what everybody had to do. Because now all those other people had to make sure they were in the right spots and the right missions for what was needed for you to bring this true love together. Think about the fact that the whole universe is conspiring to bring your union together. Should help you remember how important you are to begin with. And by the way, can we talk about like this little like, oh, I made it better, but worse. I didn't do it on purpose either, but now it's like that. So, start getting more lighthearted. Realize it is safe to love. Start working on any heart wounds you might still be holding on to based off the previous non-knowledge. It's not really right English. Oh, 717 as I said that. But your soul didn't know all that stuff. That's why you needed to have me here to tell you that. So imagine how many meetings I've been in. That's another thought. I've been in a lot of meetings up there, especially if I have to be part of, right? So your true love is, yes, coming in. Yes, they're going to marry you. Yes, you're going to get engaged. I want to get back to this card for a second. Getting to know each other. Not only are you going to know this is the right person because you're not going to have a problem getting to know each other. Like, this is the person where you're like, hi, and then literally like you both just kind of like, not verbal diarrhea, where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe all the things I said, but more like, oh my God, I can't believe how many amazing conversations we were just able to have, how much I was able to say, where I don't say half that stuff to another. Like, there's a lot of that, and you need to make sure it has that, because looks fade, bodies change, but you're going to have to talk to them forever or deal with silence. So make sure conversations are the way you need them, right? And the right person for you, your true destined mate, is going to be able to have the conversations and the energy and the interactions that are so comfortable that you are able to be your most authentic, genuine, non-masking self, all right? So a lot of you that are neurospicy like me, where, you do so much masking to try to get through your daily grind of life in a way. And, a lot of us are now trying to live unmasked at all times, best we can. So I'll even do things like I'll say, okay, I'm starting to do flappy hands. I need to learn how to calm down in this moment. I am stimming things. Whether, whatever it is for you, just you will be able to have that complete relaxation of them understanding how to be so easily compatible that you're not stressing about it. But make sure that you work on your emotional vulnerability of conversation. Doesn't mean do that with everybody. That means work on whatever wound makes you scared to want to do that. And with new information that you just got through this video, please remember that is why it's been taking so long, but that's also why the universe has always had your back, and it's safe to love. All those people didn't prove it isn't. They were just part of the journey to get you to this true love you truly deserve. If you'd like, you could book a private reading. Linktree Readings by LOREN. We can get into